let's go.
Ah.
It is.
There was me just doing a little smile. Oh, I see it. I'm panicking.
Well, you're panicking, I don't look at the
No,
stream.
because of the... I just got the notification.
The fear.
Why do I feel like I want to open it? I'm going to open it.
Open it and what, and see yourself?
Yeah,
I'm
watching myself now. I'm watching myself. Someone playing.
I always feel like somebody's watching me. I have no privacy.
Right.
Whoa.
I'll switch it over. Hello and welcome to episode 3 of Top Rope Wrestling Pod. Obviously I'm Lewis, we got Connor and George. Today
Hello.
we're just going to go through our final predictions for Royal Rumble, which is on this Saturday. UK start time is 11 o'clock.
11 o'clock, still be in bed. I won't.
Yep.
I'm
It's
watching
a
it live.
Doing
Right.
it live. Yeah,
First thing
well, I
we
don't want
wanna
to start
talk
then.
about,
Do we start off with the new announcements who's actually in the Rumble then? Because obviously I looked earlier on. Before it was like 5 men, now I think 15 have been announced in total. The men.
Yeah.
15 new names. Yeah, 15 names. Yeah, to see who's actually officially in it. So then, that narrows down a bit, doesn't it? Because I think the women have announced 8 new competitors in total since the last time we did a talk. Because I think first time there was only 2. Now there's 10, if I'm not mistaken. I did have it written down somewhere. I'll just get them up, boys.
Yeah.
If I can find them.
So the men I know is obviously Pentagon. Well,
Yeah.
He's gone by in WWE,
Penta,
sorry.
yeah.
Logan Paul, Punk, he wasn't announced last time, was he?
Yeah, no, he wasn't. No,
And
I think it was strongly suggested. Nakamura, yeah.
Yeah, he did,
Nakamura
yeah.
announced he's selling on SmackDown.
Yeah.
I think there is, yeah.
Women's wise,
Seth's obviously going to be in it. Chad Gable's going to be in it, I believe. Braun Breaker. Chad Gable's been announced, I think, according to what I've got on here.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, Camaro Hayes, is that one?
Carmelo, yeah.
Okay,
Oh yeah, there you go. That's done. Yeah.
I don't mind him as well.
Yeah, so I know they've been announced as well. So I think in total, 15 men have been announced. So that's about half the spots. The women, about a third. So I'm not too certain on that. I have to get the information up to hand. I would have got that if I wasn't having a rush about today. But yeah, so like I say, it looks like still, to be honest with you, there's still quite a lot of names that haven't been listed yet. So I think tonight SmackDown will probably get a lot more. I would have thought.
I don't think we'll get too many more on tomorrow night SmackDown.
No, I think maybe they can announce about another 5 or so because they like to have room for returns and they also want like surprise people to come in from like NXT and thing. And also we'll probably get about another 4 or 5 announced. Well, that's going to be interesting. Like I say,
did you say there was more women as well? Yeah.
Yeah. There was 8 women I think officially announced because Charlotte Flair's been re-announced, hasn't she?
Oh yeah, they've done a video package saying she's going to be back at Royal Rumble. I don't know if I'm too happy about it. I'm not gonna lie. Why would
I don't know
as in the return? Like it wasn't a surprise return, or
like why would you announce that she's returning?
Yeah, I know what you
She
mean.
would have been a beauty of a surprise to everyone.
Yeah.
Like whether you're a fan of it or not, it would have been a beauty of a surprise.
Yeah.
But
100% it would have been.
I think they've announced her though because they're going to bring someone bigger back. Bigger. I'm thinking Becky Lynch.
Yeah, I'm thinking maybe a Becky's got to really.
Or
for me,
I've been thinking it the past couple of days. Alexa Bliss.
Yeah.
Alexa Bliss. Yeah.
I've heard a lot about that as well. Like I say, it's quite interesting. I think Becky Lynch would make more sense because like Becky and Charlotte have such a long rivalry. Back to the 4 horsewomen.
I was going to say 4 horsewomen as well.
So Bailey's going to be there as well at one point. So there's 3 of the 4. So obviously the only one won't be going there is Sasha Banks. But like I said, there's no chance of her seeing her there.
It's not happening. She's a belt collector at the moment.
Yeah. She's I swear she's been in New Japan recently, actually.
Yeah, she was at the Neon Start of January. She won another title, so I think altogether now she's got 4 titles. I think it is.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
I feel about that, but,
she's doing the her belt collector arc, which I'm not gonna lie, I am not a fan of at all.
Well, that's it. I think it kind of undermines the promotion. So if I'm promoting a business, like yes, you might think you get more recognition because you've got a good champion. But if they just, it's like me going into WWE, winning the belt, and saying, look, I'm going to TNA, winning the belt there. Then I'm going to AEW, winning the belt there. Kind of degrades the other belts, really. You know.
Yeah.
Like,
I just
especially there, because like imagine if you're like, you know, one of the other indie wrestling companies, and you say, well, my champion's fighting on another promotion, another one after that, another one after getting the belt from there. Like, she's not representing us, is she? She's representing all these other companies. You know, you want to keep it within
I
yourself.
just
I would
don't
have
see
thought.
the appeal in it being Mercedes more now.
Yeah, absolutely. Like I would say, get that.
Well,
Right.
I'm not
It's
saying
just-
it should be this person because
Yeah,
I honestly
yeah.
wouldn't know who to do it with women's wise. Tony Storm
Well, they did the same
might have
with-
been a good show, but I don't know.
Yeah, well, they did the same with Matt Cardona, didn't they? He went on like a crawlway, went on and won all these belts and things as well.
Matt Cardona's done it, and then I think before him it was Kenny Omega. If I'm
Yeah, Kenny did it. Yeah.
Yeah.
um,
Yeah, well, it's common for like maybe like another belt. Like sometimes I go to like, I think like, you know, I've had loads where, you know, I think John Moxley, he went to AEW, won the belt there, then he went up to New Japan, won it there. You know, you see that often, but I think going around winning all these other belts is just kind of a bit ridiculous, really. I don't hear
Yeah.
that much about people going into the NWA belt, because I think was it E3? He was in there. He's in NWA still, I think.
EC3.
Was it EC3? Thank you. Yeah, EC3. Yeah,
Was it
Ethan-
Ethan Carter the third or something like that? Who was going by?
that's the one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like
he
what
went
Dean
there.
Ambrose said once, wasn't it? Where's EC1 and 2?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was one of yeah.
That was so funny.
Yeah, well,
Where-
he's
where?
been in NWA for a while. Yeah.
What's
It's quite
he?
funny.
I haven't. What's he doing at the moment? EC3.
Yeah, he's in.
I thought-
Last time I saw, he's in the Northwestern Alliance. That's how he became the champion there. For a while. I know he was there for quite a bit. the
Yeah,
Yeah, I
Northwestern
thought he was
Alliance.
going to do his own promotion for a bit, but then I think that kind of fizzled out rather quickly.
Yeah. Well, the amount of money you need to sign your own promotion.
Yeah.
Contract.
Didn't him and
Um,
Strowman or someone else set up a show?
Yeah, I think so. Would it
Um,
maybe Bray
Yeah.
at the
I
time?
can't mind what it was called now.
And then I think he
But the-
turned around and gone, well, I think Bray was like, well, I'm going to go back because
Yeah.
they want to sign me back, so I'm going. I'm like, fair enough.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. So, like I say, we've got a nice number amount of people like been announced for it. Nothing, major. Like to be fair to the names, more ones I've already kind of expected to be in there anyway. Randy still hasn't been officially announced. I don't think, has he?
No, don't think so.
Probably, but like you know he's gonna be there, don't you? Like for that one.
I hope so. I mean, we forgot him last week.
I was saying,
Oh, you did.
me and you forgot him last week.
Bloody fuming.
yeah.
I was. Still am.
It was only Connor that remembered about him. And then
Exactly.
We were like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, shit.
It was when we were talking about. I think it's when we were talking about the last four. We were talking
Yeah.
about the last four.
Last
and then
four, wasn't it?
I
Yeah.
said, oh yeah, so maybe like Randy Orton. You were like, God, I forgot about Randy.
Oh my God, Randy.
Yeah.
Randy's fuming.
Yeah.
Aye.
Did we list?
Yeah,
off the
I think I
women?
would-
Yeah.
No, we didn't know. I couldn't get the list. Do we have them or? did
What,
you find
the women's or?
So
So we have Naomi, Bianca, because
yeah,
they did that segment, didn't they?
yeah.
Like everyone
Yeah.
come out. They just come out for, was it TIFF celebration? I think. Was it
Yeah,
that? Or was it something?
No, I think you're right there, George. It was something to do with
Was it-
Tiffany Stratton,
Something because she won it, and then
And
she
then-
come out, and then we had Rhea,
and then
and then it was like Lyra.
Lyra.
No, I don't think
Valkyria-
Lyra was there at
yeah,
all.
Lyra
Was she there?
Valkyria
No.
has announced that she's in it. I
Yeah.
don't think she
I know we had
what
Liv.
talking about.
Liv and Raquel.
Yeah,
They were there as well,
and then
and then maybe there was a backstage with Io
Io Sky.
and Bailey.
Io
Was it-
Sky
or
said
was
to
that-
Bailey, I'll see you Saturday.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So that was
that's
like
it.
a. Here we go.
And then
I will apologise in advance. I've got a nasty cold, so if you hear me go quiet and I turn the camera off, I'm just blowing my nose. I don't want to just do it
That's
all over the
fair
stream.
enough. You can't be
and
doing
then,
that.
I
mean, you
can't be
things-
doing that. No, yeah.
Things announced that she's in the Rumble as well. Ivy Nile.
I must have missed that part, but yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's when Lyra Valkyria was saying that she's going to be in it. Obviously,
Ah.
Chad and the Creeds and Ivy come up.
Oh yeah, that
and
part.
then they're
Yeah.
like, right, I'll see you Saturday as well because I'm also in the Rumble. So, owie.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, bit of a juicy little thing.
That's it. Well, this is a question for you, Zen. With the announcements of the men's and the women's, has it changed any of your predictions from last week?
Absolutely
I think-
not.
I don't think
Yeah.
so. Nothing's come out to me to say my idea's changed.
Yeah.
At the moment, I don't think so. Maybe Friday might suggest something, but like I say, I think it's relatively going to be the same. I would have thought there's nothing that's really,
I don't think
changed the game for me.
anything's changed, really. No,
Not
for
really.
me.
No, it's just like
Yeah,
more
because to be honest,
participants.
yeah, it's just people announcing people that you kind of knew was going to be in there anyway.
Yeah, because there's going to be
So,
people in there like from the roster. We're like, oh yeah, like it's not been announced, but it makes sense. That makes sense.
yeah, he's there anyway. Like Randy, for
Yeah.
example. Yes, he's not been
Yeah,
announced, but
for that.
he's obviously
Yeah,
going to be in there. Like, I'll be shocked if he wasn't.
yeah.
That type of thing. I think I was going to do if you're free now. I did have a quiz that I was
Oh,
going
I'm
to do.
panicking. Right, I want to get this quiz out of the way because I'm panicking.
Want to get out of the way with?
By the way.
Okay.
Yeah, I can do.
I ain't gonna
Right,
win.
are you ready?
I'm gonna get
Okay,
0
so
points.
I'm going to give you the answers. Okay, not the answers, sorry. But yeah,
Well,
that's the wrong way.
please,
I'll give
go
you
on,
the
go on.
questions, yeah.
Answers now.
Aye, don't I? Yeah. So you've got a choice before I ask the questions. Do you want me to include the Great Royal Rumble in these or not?
I mean, we
Greatest
spoke
Royal
about
Rumble.
this, and I had a bit of a fit because I was like, "What's going on here?"
The greatest.
The greatest
Royal
Royal Rumble.
The,
You know,
Not
the
a
one with
clue.
the one that was in
so
Saudi
that one
Arabia.
yeah, because that one does include in a lot of the stats, but I can get rid of it if you want it from the questions.
Nah, keep it in. Keep
Keep
it in.
what
it in.
I'll do?
I'm gonna get
You know
0
what I'll
on it.
do for you?
so-
You know what? If you do the answer, I'll give you a point. If you include the normal rumbles, if you get an
Right.
extra one for the
So,
greatest, that's it. I'll give you 2.
is it gonna
Okay,
be right, George? You go first. Your answer, or is it gonna be first
Yeah,
one gets it?
it's gonna be like that. No, I'm not gonna have you shouting out at me. So I'm gonna ask you the
Oh, okay.
questions, give you a bit of time,
Right,
and then that's it. So I'm gonna start with a pretty light one. Okay, he's ready.
like one.
So
Here we go.
I'll give you a moment to do that. Write it down.
Panicking.
So for the Royal Rumble, who was the first winner of the Royal Rumble that actually went on to face the champion at WrestleMania?
I mean, I know the first winner, but I don't know if he done it.
So I'm not saying he went on to win it at Rumble or anything like that. Win on the WrestleMania. I'm saying who actually went on to face the champion at WrestleMania. Give you a minute.
Oh.
Hmm. Hmm.
So just the winner of the first Royal Rumble. And
The
obviously-
winner of the Royal Rumble that actually went on to face the champion at WrestleMania. So when you went into that Rumble, if you win that Rumble, you're going to go face the champion at WrestleMania. Who won that Royal Rumble? It's a fun little fact for you. The first ever winner, never got a title shot.
Right, because I
Was
was
it
gonna,
you?
I was thinking him, but then I was like, well, I don't
yeah.
think he did. That makes sense.
So I'll let you know a bit of fact about it once you've gone that for you. I'll give you until give you another 30 seconds. Have a think.
So the
Yeah.
first, right, it's just the first winner. So
Who got
whoever
the
won
title?
it, whoever won the Rumble went on
Face
to-
the champion.
face the champion at Mania.
Yeah, because of so basically the first ever Royal Rumble you went to, and they went, you win this match, you get your title shot at WrestleMania.
Okay.
That was your reward. Because initially the Royal Rumble was actually just a match in itself.
Yeah.
Yep.
So when would?
Oh.
Have a think. I'll give you like I say, you got a couple more seconds now.
Anyone that's watching the
Let me know
stream
when
as well, feel free to have a pop it.
I-
You know what?
answer in.
I'm gonna tell you.
I have an answer.
If you want to tell me
I have an answer.
in the comments how many you got right, please let me know. That'd be great. So are you ready? Have you both got an answer?
I have, yeah.
Yeah.
Right, go on, George. You want to tell yours first?
I'm gonna go Yokozuna.
What about yourself?
Hulk Hogan.
It was actually, you're right, it was Yokozuna. So the
Sorry,
the Royal
sorry.
Rumble
Really
was
excited.
actually, the Royal Rumble started in 1988.
I've got a point.
It wasn't until 1993.
This is what I was thinking. I was thinking it's 93. So I was like, is it gonna be?
So yes. So fun fact for you is Ric Flair, Hulk Hogan won it twice, and Big John Studd and Jim Duggan all won the Rumble and never got the championship shot at WrestleMania.
Yeah, because I was thinking like Jim Duggan. I was like, no, I don't think so.
Yeah.
And then I was like,
Yeah.
Hogan. It could have been,
Hogan
but
probably
I
got-
don't remember
Hogan probably got
Romania.
a shot.
That makes
I
sense.
think he probably got a title shot at Mania, but it wouldn't have been like because of the Rumble.
Ah,
So this one might be a bit of a tough one for you.
I'm
Okay.
panicking now.
So out of the Rumble,
panicking.
okay, only 20 wrestlers after the Royal Rumble actually went on to face the WWE for the WWE Championship. So this is not
Right.
including the big gold.
Yeah, this is
Or,
the WWE one.
The Universal WWE one, yeah. Out of those 20, how many do you think actually went on to win it at Mania?
Right. Here we
Yeah.
go. We don't have to
So
name the names though.
No naming names. No. It's just purely how many of those 20 do you think went on to actually win it? Just
The
as an example,
WWE one.
WWE, yeah. So just as an example, the Big Gold, which is obviously separate, they
Yeah.
went on to, I believe, let's have a look here. I had it written down. So there were 7 attempts at the Big Gold belt,
Yeah.
and 5 of them actually went on to take the victory and win the belt off
Okay.
them.
Yeah.
Only 2 managed to retain.
Oh, wow.
But these
Right.
both have an answer for the WWE Championship. It's not including the Universal either.
I'm going to go
Right.
with 8.
Okay,
I'll do.
George?
I'll do 7.
So, out of the 20 times someone has gone into WrestleMania to win the WWE Championship, 11 of them have come out victorious.
Ah. So technically, that's one each because it
a
should be
little
closest.
over. Yeah. I'll let you off this one here. It was a bit of a random one. So, this is quite an interesting one for you. Who do you think out of all the Rumbles
Yeah.
has stayed in the ring the longest? Like out of all of them. So, if you've been in the Rumble 13 times, how long do you think you've stayed in that ring the longest? So this is like consecutively in the sense of not as like one actually match, like I mean like accumulatively, I should say. I'll give you an extra point if you can guess who stayed in the Rumble the longest out of anyone as well in a single Royal Rumble match. I'll give you a small little hint about the person who's actually been in the Rumble match the longest.
Go
He's
on.
actually never won it.
Never won it.
Never won it, no. Which I thought was quite shocking, actually, come to think of it.
My mind's not in it here because.
Oh yeah, he's been in like not this. So I'll give you a point if you can guess who's actually been in the Rumble match the longest, and I'll give you an extra point if obviously for who's actually been in the Rumble the longest match out of all the Rumbles in the sense of who's consecutively, cumulatively spent the most time in a Rumble match.
So staying in the Rumble match the longest.
It's like as a single match. So like for So for example, Ric Flair, for example, 1992 stayed in the match for over an hour.
Yeah.
Obviously, another point if you can guess the actual wrestler who's been in the longest out of 5 Rumbles. So let's say you're in a Rumble for 5 matches, half an hour apiece, for example. Who actually been in the actual ring the longest as well as a whole.
But he's never won that Rumble.
No,
Or never won a Rumble. Does that make sense?
Yep, that one didn't. It's 2 separate wrestlers, by the way. So there you go.
Who? I'm gonna go. Oh God.
I'll give you one more hint. The one who actually stayed in the ring the longest in a single Royal Rumble match was actually fairly recent.
Oh, there goes my.
Right, so I'm sure I've got that one.
All right, who do you think it is?
Gunter.
It is, yes. It is Gunther.
I wouldn't have got that.
He stayed in for 1 hour and 11 minutes and 40 seconds.
I was a little bit off.
So, the only person who actually lasted longer than him was Daniel Bryan, but that was in the Greatest Royal Rumble. However,
right. Yeah. Okay.
Right. Do you want to have a guess at the person who's been in the longest out of everyone in the history of wrestling?
Kane?
It was actually Chris Jericho. In total, he has been in the Royal Rumble for 4 hours, 59 minutes, and 33 seconds, and he has never won it.
Wow.
That's insane.
That's crazy.
Just as a bit of a hint, the second one is actually who second was Randy Orton.
That was my first answer. I scribbled it out.
34, he was second in that. So this might be a bit of an easy one for you then, lads. Who has the shortest, quickest elimination?
I know this answer.
I'm gonna go.
Who eliminated the quickest, not in the sense of who did the elimination.
I know this answer.
So it's not. Yeah. It's not Santino, is it?
Do you want to guess?
Santino.
It is Santino.
Yeah. Santino Marella is
my close one was JD McDonough.
JD McDonald was eliminated after 3 seconds. Our best friend, Mr. Morella, was eliminated after 0.19 seconds.
Ah, so I'm kind of glad I went with
He
Santino in the end.
went in the ring. Someone thinking
Yeah.
out straight away, and he was like,
Yeah.
"I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready."
Okay.
Okay, fair enough.
Who has the most eliminations in a Rumble match?
So what? Just in one match?
One
Not
match.
overall.
Yep.
Right.
Not overall.
Was it not Roman?
You're thinking Roman Reigns. What about your guess?
Yeah.
Kane.
Or Kane, yeah.
No. Roman Reigns did break Kane's street record at 11.
Ah.
However, Brock Lesnar broke the record again at 13 in 2020. Brock
Oh,
Lesnar
It
currently
was
holds-
2020. Come on. I couldn't remember that one.
Okay, then.
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
Since you're a big fan of Roman Reigns, okay, Roman Reigns did win the Royal Rumble back in 2015.
Yeah.
But in that match, who was the runner-up?
Who was the runner-up?
Yep, who was the person he lastly eliminated in that 2015 Royal Rumble?
Wait. Right.
oh God.
Oh.
Give you
I
a moment.
you know, like
because,
I feel like I remember like the 4, but who? Right,
I'll give you a minute because just pour myself another drink.
right. Oh no.
Right, sorry about that, lads.
Don't apologise,
So-
mate. It's all right.
Do you have an answer?
I've got I've got a feeling. It's
Well,
gonna
this
be
is from
absolutely wrong.
2015, right?
Yeah, so what was your boy Roman won? Was the runner-up?
I'm gonna say Dolph Ziggler.
I think I've got it. I think I might
Who
have
do you
it.
think? You think Dolph Ziggler, George?
Someone who's not in the company anymore.
Maybe. You're not naming names here. That's what I missed out.
Because there was it's either
Feeling the pressure.
It's not Big Show, is it? It's not because he was in the final 4. It's not Big Show.
Look at him there, he's crumbling.
Who was? I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna go Rusev.
It is Rusev. So there was a false finish. So he thought he won it, and then Rusev came right behind him, and he slung him over that top rope last minute.
Because
Oh,
I remember it was Big Show. I just don't remember the 4th. I don't know who the 4th one was in that. Now it's doing
There
with
you
me.
go. You doing very well here. You said you didn't know all the answers.
I know. Whooping my ass.
There you go. I know.
Who better than
I was
George?
Yeah.
thinking like that's just unlocked the memory. That has.
Who better than George?
I know who
I
better
know,
than
right?
George. He knows the rules. So, who has the record for the most eliminations overall of all the Rumbles?
Right.
Most
The
eliminations
most.
overall.
Of all
So like,
time,
let's
yeah.
say Randy's been in it like 10 times. How many has he done? And then
So, like for example, let's say Randy's been in 10 Royal Rumbles
Yeah.
and he's eliminated 2 apiece. So that'll be 20 eliminations overall.
right. Okay. Right. Who would that be?
I'm gonna go for a wild one. I'm gonna say Kane again. I don't know why I'm.
I was gonna go
gravitating
Kane.
to
I was gonna go.
Okay. Who are you gonna go with then, George? So
I'll
you
just
with
go.
Kane?
I'll just go Undertaker then. Just because.
Fun fact for you: they're both in the top 2, and Kane has more eliminations. While Kane has 46 eliminations, Kane has only 40. Sorry, Undertaker has only 40. So Kane has 46.
I was gonna go
Undertaker has
Kane,
40.
and I was like, you know what? Let's just go with his half
And as a
brother.
little bit of an interesting one for you, Undertaker has entered 11 Royal Rumbles, and Kane has entered 20 Royal Rumbles.
What? That's just. Come on now.
Yep, that's pretty insane for you.
That is insane,
look,
actually.
One little fact: if you look online, and you ask the wrestler's name, it says Kane dash Isaac Yankem dash DDS, which I'm not too sure what that means for yourself. Another one for you, which might be quite tough for you. This is going to be the last one for you.
No, I'm panicking because it's a tough
This is the last
one.
one.
I'm
So
panicking now.
I'm panicking now. Which number which wrestlers have entered the Royal Rumble have they gone on to win it the most? So, for example, number 2, if they've won, someone from number 2 spot has won it twice. Which one number do you think is the most popular one?
Like, why am I convinced this was like a thing? Whereas, like, we want this number, and I just like I feel like it's been mentioned.
Yep.
I'm just gonna guess number 18.
18. What about yourself?
I'm going for number 19.
Number 19, funnily enough, is actually number 30. Now,
That doesn't surprise me
someone
now.
from number
Why?
However, though, the first wrestler to actually win it at number 30 was The Undertaker in 2007.
Yeah.
So number 20, oh sorry, I do apologise. Number 30 has produced 5 winners. Number
Right.
27 has won 4. Number 1 has won 3. And which one did you say? Number 18?
Yeah, I said 18. Was it 18?
Little fact for you,
George
number
said
18 has only
I
produced.
said 19.
Number 18 has only produced 1 winner. And number 19 has never produced a winner, I don't think.
No. At least I got a winner. That's always a positive.
Oh, no, sorry, I do apologise. Number 19 has produced 2 winners, and that was actually his favourite, Roman Reigns, in in 2015. Wrestler in 2013, which I'm not too certain. As just a couple of little facts for you about the Rumble as well, which you may already know. The one who's won it the most is Stone Cold Steve Austin at 3 times. He won it in 97, 98, and again in 2001. A number of wrestlers have won it multiple times, including Edge, Shawn Michaels, Brock Lesnar, Triple H, Hulk Hogan. Cody Rhodes has won it twice. I believe Cody Rhodes.
Back to back, no?
No, yeah.
Yeah, a few people have won it back to back. Shawn Michaels have won it back to back. Hulk Hogan won it back to back.
Stone Cold and Roman.
Yeah.
Not Roman, Cody.
And I believe John Cena last won the Royal Rumble in 2013. I know he's the favourite to win it this year. Cena won it back in 2013 and
Is that when he came out as number 30?
I believe that was 2008, maybe.
Was that the surprise one? I was like, oh my god, it's Cena. Yeah.
I think it was. I swear it was 2008, but I might be wrong that one. But he did win at number 2008, which I don't think he went on to win at Mania because I think it was a triple threat. I don't think he went on to win that one. Yeah. And yeah, is there anything else you want to know about the Rumble?
Any more interesting facts? I don't know.
Let's have a look for you. I will apologise. I know I haven't mentioned anything about the women's. It's just because there's obviously the women's is rather recent. There's a lot more history for the men's at the moment. But I will do one about the women's at a future date for you. Yeah.
From the women's, who was the first person to win the women's Royal Rumble? The first one.
The first
Wasn't
one?
it? Who was the first one to win it?
Like the very
Wasn't it
first,
Oscar?
the very first women's Royal Rumble. Who won?
Becky.
Huh?
Was it Becky?
George, an answer?
Don't know.
Oscar.
Oscar.
Yeah.
Oscar did go to. I know she faced at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna also mention what was that? I had something written down here, so I've had loads of facts written down here, but all sorts. What was it? Hang on. So I've got a massive document here I've been writing up. I've got all sorts of stuff. I believe Vince McMahon also won one. I believe
He did
as well.
win one. I remember that actually.
99, I think it was.
Yeah.
It was Mr. McMahon did win one, and he won at number 2. In fact, there we go.
Ooh.
Yeah. The more you know. Yeah, so that was it. But I believe not every single wrestler did not go to face at WrestleMania for the belt either. Like in general, I know like the early ones weren't. I'm glad that you actually know who the first ever winner was, which was obviously Jim Duggan Hacksaw.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh. Yeah. And
I'm just buzzing about my Yokozuna one, to be honest.
A little fact from
Yokozuna, you know what? Yeah, sorry, go on. I really thought I was shocked when you got that. Yeah.
A little question for the women's Royal Rumble. What year was the first women's Royal Rumble?
Was it 2018?
Yeah, it was 2018, was it not?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that was a good guess. That bloody hell. There we go. On fire. There you go. The Quizmaster became the Quizzy.
The Quizmaster was.
Quizzy. There you go.
So,
got flipped on the head.
Are we going to talk about the tag team title match? It's been
that's been announced. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely.
So,
by the way, I will be going back to watch it to tally up your scores, and I will. We're going to do this quiz continuously, so we'll be doing one after this as well for the next week's Royal thing. Next week podcast, I should say.
I should have stuck with Kane.
Oh,
Just saying.
Stuff with Kane.
I had it, and I was like, no, take it.
Listen to me, George. You were panicking there, and you know
Hey, I'll tell you what,
did
that
alright.
Yokozuna one set the tone for me. I was like, you know what?
But
I've got this.
also,
It's fine.
you did guess the Undertaker, and he was second.
Yeah.
You weren't far off.
We weren't that far off.
The tag team title match that's been added to the Rumble card is obviously DIY, the current champs, versus Motor City Machine Guns. 2 out of 3 falls.
We'd have a 2 out of 3 falls.
Pretty
I
sure
haven't
the
had
last
2 out.
time
I haven't seen him 2 out of 3 falls in ages. Like the last, I always remember Triple H versus Shawn Michaels with that one.
Pretty sure the last one we seen of DIY in one of these was down in NXT, was it not?
Was it not with Revival? Or
It might have been with Revival.
might have been, because absolute clear.
I can't remember the last time we even seen one of those matches, to be honest with you. When's the last time we seen a 2 out of 3 falls match?
Was it the Revival? It could have been the Revival. Might have been.
Anyone decided on a winner, or do you think the guys are going to?
I think they might return. Sorry, not return. Retain. I think just because, like I say, they don't like to change too much before the Rumble. Like I say, it's quite just been announced. You know, there's not much storyline around it either. I don't think. Like there's not much hype about it. It's kind of just. I think they just thought to themselves. You know, before we said, oh, there's only like 3 matches in the Rumble.
Yeah.
Probably thought there's only 3 matches in the Rumble. We have to put something in there.
When we did the predictions last week, I was going to mention, like, what about, like, what's Tiff going to do? Like, what's DIY going to do? And then I was like, oh, they're going to just announce a tag team match, which is good. So.
Well, that's it. I feel like there's more build up to it, but I generally think they just looked down and they thought, oh, there's only 3 matches in the Rumble card. We need to put something in there. So they probably just thought, oh, just whack the tag teams in there.
So do you think that'll
like,
be no more matches on the card? Do you think that'll be it?
They might have a women's one. I think they might have a women's match. Is there already a women's match on there? No, I don't think there is. Is there on the card yet? No, I think they might whack a women's match in there. I think. I really do think they'll probably do something like that.
Just a women's Rumble at the moment.
Yeah. They'll whack something in like that. They might like whack a tag team or like a 6-man tag team, something like that. I would have thought.
Hopefully.
Maybe. Yeah.
Well, like I say, because they probably thought to themselves, they looked at the card and they thought, "Ooh, that's a bit bare." That. I know the matches are great, like the Rumble matches, but they probably thought, "Ooh, we need some substance."
Well,
you know, they need something a bit more. Like I'll tell you now.
An hour.
Yeah.
A bit longer.
The tag team match is gonna open it up. That's what they probably thought. They need an opener.
But yeah, they do need an opener.
But because if you think about that, there's only 3 matches.
But then it could just go straight to the Rumble.
I think
we're going to start
off on the Women's Rumble.
Yeah.
Women's
and then we'll
Rumble,
probably have like a Cody match after.
Women's Rumble, then Cody's match, then the tag team match, and then finish off on the men's.
Yeah.
Well, they might do. Well,
that way.
That's the thing. Yeah, they probably will because you'll know then who you're facing at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
But actually, though, one thing I did mention to you, Killer, the other day, just because they win the Royal Rumble does not mean they have to face Cody Rhodes.
No.
That's true. No, I get. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I've really thought about that, to be honest with you. I've always just thought.
I think
that's it. That's it. Now this is where the story starts from now till Mania. That's it. Yeah.
I think they'll do Cody's match second. That whatever the outcome is of that, the loser will go into the Rumble.
Ooh, yeah, but it doesn't work though for me because you just lost the match.
It's a bit simple of doing because they've done it in the past.
Yeah.
Well, one, I feel like they've done it in the past too. Like Kevin Owens is like current, reason he's actually having the belt match, a title match.
Yeah.
I don't think it's very good. The reason, he stole the belt. That's it. We had a conversation about this last week. Like, so the fact that he might lose it and say, okay, we're gonna go into the Royal Rumble and win it to get another shot. I'm like, mate, he didn't deserve the first shot. And also, like, if Cody lost, Cody's won the last 2 Royal Rumbles on the bounce. I don't watch him win a 3rd one.
Yeah, I don't want to see.
Like,
I didn't want to see him win a 2nd one. Never mind a 3rd. But
yeah. Well, that's it. Well, the thing is, it's like Cody's had it for a year. He's had his story now. Like, I want to see something new. Me.
We need to finish Punk's story now. Sorry.
You know what? No, honestly, right. I would love Punk to win it because I was rewatching the Summer of Punk the other day after work, and I thought to myself, he never really got treated like a champion.
Nope.
No, even when he was a world champion, like not the world WWE champion, whatever you want to call it. He never got treated like a champion. He was always second fiddle.
Yeah.
He was always there. Then The Rock came and stole it from him. He never really got that moment to be him. Like he never made a event at WrestleMania.
You never know.
What a perfect time to do it.
We could get a couple of outsiders.
Could do. We'd have an outsider.
I believe in Joe Hendry.
All that, yeah.
Bit of that. Oh, sorry, when you said outside, I thought you meant, like outside of outside.
Oh, right, right.
He's an outsider.
No.
I don't know.
Yeah, like I said, it's going to be interesting, this one. Like I said, there's so many spots available as well at the men's Rumble. I'm looking forward to. I love returns. The Rumble's probably, I would say, my favorite match of the year. And I'm going to get. And as well, I know it's a build up to Mania, but they brought Elimination Chamber back as well, and I love a good Elimination Chamber match.
Love Elimination Chamber.
Like, I remember a couple of years ago with Undertaker when he was going to return the World Championship, the big gold. And then, when Shawn Michaels popped out the underneath it and switched the music to him and took the belt off him.
Yeah.
For the career streak, like, stuff like that can happen. I love it, and I'm happy that
to pump up the party.
Could do.
I would love that. You know what? And I hope they make it for like World Championship, because I think it was back in. I think it was quite a few years ago. I think it was back in like 2014, where they kind of relegated to like a tag team for Elimination Chamber. And I think they did one for the what's it called? The Continental in them like years ago. I don't know. Want to watch a
different titles in that though.
Did you? I don't know why. I always felt it's always like a big title. Like 6 men in there. The first ever one was amazing. I think it was 2002. The first one, was it?
Yeah, there'll be some money.
Because I remember that. Because if you remember the first Elimination Chamber, you had Kane in there. That was Kane when he had the mask and he was cool. You had I think Van Damme was in there. Triple H, Shawn Michaels. I think you had a couple others as well who were really good in there. It was really
Booker
good.
in it?
Booker T was in there, yeah. Booker T got absolutely robbed there when he came over.
We don't want to talk about that Triple H feud.
Yeah, that other place, when he came over from.
Can't be talking about that.
I'll talk about that. No. Okay, we'll wait till Monday nights when I start doing live reactions. I've told Phil this, might decide to do like a watch along.
Yeah.
I really live watch along. Monday Night Show with Connor. There we go. There's me commentating over it.
What have we got next? I know we're jumping to Chamber. That's like what, over a month away.
No, but like, to be honest with you, he says over a month away. February is the shortest month for the year.
True.
It's going to come quick. Yeah.
Yeah, before we know.
And I'm glad, like I said,
we'll be there.
Yeah, you'll be there. You better get us some footage when you're there. Just like.
Yes. I can't wait to be at Mania, man.
You know what? Knowing you do it in like first person, so just be a video of you. And not even make a match.
One of them ones, yeah.
Yeah.
So.
The worst thing is though, like I've heard like stories of people when they go over there and like they want to like film like the people like the entrances.
Yeah.
Then they keep missing it. So like the entrance starts and like, it's just gotta get it when it pops, don't you?
So do you want to talk about what's just happened on Raw, NXT in the past week?
Yeah, we can skim through
NXT, it. I've seen Raw, but not NXT. I didn't get a chance to watch that yet.
That's pretty much
me as
well.
So we had a bit of a face-off between a few stars. There was obviously Pentagon face-to-face with Braun Breaker. We had
that completely took me out of surprise. By the way, I was like, because when he did like this whole promo, and I was like, oh, who's interrupting him here? And I'm like, oh my god, it's Penta. I'm like, oh my god.
I was so shocked that it was Penta. It was such a good segment as well.
Oh, it's so good.
Because
I was like, who's cut him off?
Yeah, and he was just talking, and he just stopped, and he was like. And then he just.
And then
I was like, oh my god, give him the title.
How are you finding Penta when he's coming to WWE? Because he's only just started recently, hasn't he? He's only recently come in. Is that right, Penta?
Yeah, he's only recently come into WWE, but
how are you finding him so far?
I enjoy him, but I did enjoy him when he was at AEW.
Yeah, same. Yeah.
It's just his look, like.
Yeah, his look's good.
So good.
They haven't really brought any of his other designs in yet, but he's got a Joker outfit.
Yeah. So good.
But he's got multiple different colours of outfits, and probably the Joker one's my favourite. I'm not gonna lie. I am a fan of Joker.
his bodysuit reminds me of Rey Mysterio a bit, but like I said, it's completely different though. I think his looks really good, and it's quite hard to get a unique look. But I think that's the thing though, like wrestling now, there's not that many really unique looks. Like they're just, you know, kind of the same type of like attires, you know, there's nothing really that stands out. You know, you used to have like an Undertaker, like a Kane, you know, that was really different and out there. You know, like Bray Wyatt, he used to always bring like that unique, you know, style.
Yeah.
And you know, yes, they're good on the mic. The mic changes it, but I mean, like actual, like from all the other stuff, like there's no magic there, like in that sense.
But even Penta's first promo after his first match was absolutely phenomenal. I thought, really.
Yeah, that's it. I
Then
think you know what,
his family were on front row as well.
Yeah, so, family were there, and it was just it just meant a lot. It just looked like it meant. I'm like, yeah, this is where he belongs.
Like, his son was there, wasn't he? Like his son or something like that, and he was like in tears. His son
his
watching
daughters.
it. Daughter. Sorry, there you go. Thanks for correcting me there. You know.
No, you're right. You could tell just by their reaction for obviously the dad.
You know what?
Was like,
what I love
it's finally made it to where he wants to be.
Yeah.
But you know what I love about that is that you never get to see that.
No.
I don't think you never get to see the family's reaction. Like, oh, that's it. Like the only time you ever get to see the family is if it's like a work, you know, if it's like something like that. But that was genuine.
Yeah.
I've made it. That's it. It's like when Mick Foley years ago when he won the world title and he said on the mic, he went, "Oh, you know, your dad's done it." You know, on top of there, you know, you wish you could see that reaction. You know, and having them actually there, you know, I'm surprised WWE permitted it, to be honest with you, because normally they don't have the family like there unless it's like a it's like
quite funny because like the whole like I know it's kind of like not really the same thing, but you know the whole New Day thing.
Yeah.
About when they had like their family, it's like, oh my god, you betrayed Big E, and then it's like, yeah, that's still. Do you know what I mean? It kind of means something as well. It's like even they're fuming. Does that make sense? Or they're happy for you know what I mean? Pretty cool.
Yeah, but were New Day a proper faction? Well, trio faction.
Years.
Yeah.
Years.
Can't mind when it started. It was like 2014, 2013.
It was like we know it's 10 years, right? So yeah.
Well, if you all remember though, like New Day when they first started, no one actually liked them. Like they were another deal anyway, but like no.
It was so dead. It was like, oh great, here we go.
It's weird how I don't know what they did. Like they just eventually did that when they were like selling cereal and stuff for the booty or whatever.
Yeah.
Then
the booty was Mania entrance.
That moment, that Mania, not just that Mania entrance, but when they brought the Hardys back and you thought they were going to come to the match.
Yeah.
You know. Or, you know, your boy CM Punk's still waiting for his ice cream bars. You know, he wants his ice cream bars.
About him, yeah.
Want my ice cream bars.
I want my ice creams.
He likes ice cream.
He likes his
Magnum. I like ice cream, but I'm not shouting about ice cream bars at work.
Yeah.
Yeah, but when he says his ice cream bars, what are they? Just normal bars, just with his face on it, like you know.
Pretty much.
Oh, fair enough. You would probably buy them, George, wouldn't you?
I would.
You'd buy them all.
You'd buy them all.
You ain't getting them. I'd buy it.
Going to wait your minds.
Obviously, another bit of a face-off we had on Raw was Rhea Ripley and Bayley.
Yeah.
Thoughts on
that? With that. That's probably going to be a match at Elimination Chamber because they can't make it for Mania because there's you know most likely the challenger who wins the Rumble is going to do that.
You think the challenger from Rumble's going to go for Bayley? Not Rhea, sorry. Don't know why I said
it's more than like if we're gonna go by if we think it's gonna happen, it's gonna be probably Charlotte.
Let's be real.
It's like as in for Tiff.
Not unheard of. It's not unheard of. We have seen triple threats as the main event of Mania before.
True, we have.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
Maybe see Charlotte and Becky try to get in there, or someone else. It's not impossible. It's not happens all the time, but I have seen it. Like I think WrestleMania 30, Daniel Bryan was in it, triple threat. On Cena, Triple H, I think it was Randy, I think was one year, or Batista, I think it was. It's not happens often, but I have seen it happen.
It's just a bit of a tough one because if I'm just saying, if it were to be Charlotte versus Rhea, we've had it before.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
How good of a match was it?
Yeah, it was good. I'm just saying, like obviously Rhea's insane now compared to what she was, right?
I would say she's good a lot as a character.
Yeah. Yeah,
but with that, I like them to have unfinished business if there's
unfinished business. There is always that story there, which is true. Yeah.
No, but I mean, like pop unfinished business, like for example, like CM Punk, for example, with like The Rock, someone like that. There's like unfinished business there with Cena and such. Because I would love to see let's say CM Punk didn't win the Rumble, I'd love to see him fight The Rock at WrestleMania. Why? They did kind of steal it off him, you know.
Yeah, true.
I'd love to have him have that revenge off him.
Well,
you know, I would love that.
Punk and Cody had a bit of a face-off on.
I mean, yeah, I was good about to talk about this. Like that's what I kind of want to happen. To be honest.
So you want
at
Punk
Mania,
and Cody at Mania?
I do, yeah, I do.
Wow.
Great match. What, Punk and Cody?
Yeah.
Well, to be fair to you, Punk's now 46.
Yeah.
He's getting on a bit. I would rather him have the match now while he's still in that position where he can still do it.
Yeah.
Because let's be honest, like when you start in that late 40s, that early 50s, it starts, your body gives out on you, you know.
Yeah.
And I'd rather say like, look, this is where he's at now. He can still do it. He's still going. Give him that shot now. And like I said, honestly, I think CM Punk has deserved a main event WrestleMania shot for years. He really has. He's always been duped by it. You know, I'm not a massive fan of him, but you know, I think he does deserve it. Oh, he really does deserve that main event shot because he never had the main event, even when he was supposed to be the main event.
Yeah, but it was like, oh, you can just face Taker, it's fine, which was a good enough match for me. Very underrated, so we had that.
Oh yeah, I agree with you that it was a very underrated match because to be honest with you, I think Undertaker should have retired after the end of an era match in WrestleMania when it was 20 years.
I can see. Yeah.
Just perfect ending, you know what I mean? But you know, I'm not mad at the CM Punk match. That was really good. That was actually very underrated. The storyline was perfect as well with Paul Bearer. You know, the urn, you know, that was bang on. And even I think CM Punk said in an interview, he went like, "Look, I'm fighting these guys as a one-off. You know, I think they wanted him to go against Brock. Did he go against Brock? I think he left before then, didn't he?
I think so.
I know he had that match with Brock at maybe SummerSlam, wasn't it?
Did he? Yeah, it was.
Was it Punk? I'm convinced that was a thing. Yeah.
No, wasn't Cena? Oh no, it might have been Punk, yeah. But then because he said I'm sick of having one-off fights because he had the one-off matches and then went. And then because he went with Dwayne. Dwayne obviously beat him, which I think was out of order anyway. Just like imagine if they didn't have The Rock come back, and they had CM Punk face John Cena at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
The twice in a lifetime.
But yeah, Punk versus Cody is something that obviously is a bit it's teased, isn't it? Because obviously, saying
have
you know,
have we seen them wrestle yet? Probably 1-on-1. Punk and Cody. But I can't remember seeing them in a match. Like
I don't think
1-on-1.
I don't think so.
I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say no.
I don't remember like from our time watching it. I can't remember the facing off.
I can't
like maybe back in the day, maybe if it was like when he was dashing Cody or something like that. But I can't never remember them going 1-on-1. Ever, you know.
No.
No.
But yeah, that's just something that should be a possibility.
I wouldn't be mad at that at all. I wouldn't be mad at that at all. You know. But the thing is, like he's won 2 Royal Rumbles, Cody. He's had his main events with Roman Reigns. He's had that with the Bloodline. I'm done with that now. I've enjoyed it. It was good. It was amazing. Just let's do something different.
I just feel like this, like with Punk, like obviously I'm gonna go and bang on about it, but it's guys. I feel like it needs to happen now.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
Yeah, I can see that. Just not his age. I think he's still hot at the moment. Like he's still in the main event picture.
He's still a fan forever, without a doubt.
Yeah. I just feel like it's just kind of all. It would just be like the perfect thing for Punk.
Well,
like,
the thing is,
do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Because if I was Punk when he first came back to WWE, I would have asked him for like certain things for when I came back. Because obviously, you know, popular and two, like, what else is he gonna do? You know, at the end of the day, like, I don't want him going back to how he was like when he had long hair and you know.
Yeah, it's always a tough one because you could obviously do Punk Cena at some point down the road. It doesn't have to be at Mania.
I would love that. It doesn't have to be at
Mania. I'm just saying, like, it could be maybe a SummerSlam match they could do.
Survivor Series.
Yeah, wait,
Survivors, anything.
Hey, Money in the Bank.
Yeah. Rerun that again. That'd be great. Fantastic.
That'll be great. Yeah, well, like obviously, when is Cena retirement? I thought it was this Mania, but it's not. It's this end of this year, is it?
End of this year, yeah.
It was just.
There's something I want to see from John. I want to see him go against Randy again.
I want that again, just because. Do you not?
No, I want that match. I want that.
Oh, you do? Oh, okay.
I want that match at Mania.
Oh, I would have that match at Mania.
Yeah. I never thought of that as yeah.
I think John actually said it. He wanted one of that with Mania. Even Randy Orton said, "Oh, if I was gonna have anyone induct me in the Hall of Fame, I want John Cena to induct me in the Hall of Fame." You know, there's such a We've been around for so long with each other. Like, what I think
2002,
Randy,
I think they're both on the main roster.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I said, they've been watched together. They had that rivalry together. Like, you know, they actually the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. You got reunited under those two.
Yeah.
That's when they actually fought. You know, there's that one, and I think that one goes back a lot longer. And they were both just massive, and they both like grew together. I think, you know, like how big they became. You know, like they're just so massive. Like they held down. Like especially after Edge, all them left. You know, they kind of held down. Fought really. They were the ones who kind of the main two people. Quite a long while, especially that late 2000s.
Yeah, they did.
Enough to see.
I mean, obviously everyone got kind of sick of it for a while, didn't they? Which makes sense because he had it like back to back to back to back to back every pay-per-view.
But I think because he had that PG era as well, I think it kind of got a bit of the fight in that. But yeah, like, you know, I want to see him go against Randy. I want to see him go against The Rock again, because like that twice in a lifetime thing, I would want to just see, like, look, Cena 1-1, The Rock 1-1. Please just, you know, just get out of the way. And especially him and CM Punk, I'd like to see that run back as well.
Yeah.
That there 2000, I think it was 2011, was it? 2011 or 2010? They went when I went against.
What?
Was Cena?
Punk Cena 2011, no?
11, yeah.
Yeah.
That was the rivalry of the year. That, you know, it was just great. You know, like I said there, I think I said in the last podcast when he hit John Cena with the pile driver, you know, the old type of slow pile driver. I was like, wow, they got fined for that. You know, it was intense. They were doing all sorts, and it worked. You know,
it's like it's like on like a random episode of Raw, I think, and it was like, oh my god,
it was, yeah.
He just pulled that out.
yeah. Apparently, they said in the ring, they went, no, pile driver.
Just do it. Yeah.
Oh yeah, just do it, and like they got fined. They got fined for it because it's not allowed. But it's like, yeah, but that's, you know, they had great chemistry. You know, I think it was just a great,
And it's quite funny that Punk always keeps mentioning Cena, by the way. You notice that?
Oh, he does, yeah. He always does, yeah.
Yeah.
But the thing is, because I think with CM Punk, he always hated Cena in the sense that even when CM Punk's supposed to be the face, John Cena was still the face.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, he was.
He always was, yeah.
What else we gonna have a little chat about?
That's why I liked that's why I liked when Brock Lesnar returned and destroyed John. When he did that the search to Suplex City on him.
Yeah.
Suplex.
Yeah. I'm assuming. Did you see the interview about? He basically said, "Look, it makes sense for you to just."
Well, yeah, because he said because he just beat the streak. He went, you can't have one with me. But what I love though is you can hear the kids in the audience going, "Let's go, Cena!" And then you see a suplex, F5 like 17 times. Yeah. And then he's like, he's already dead.
So
that's
the next thing that's being rumored about all over Twitter, WWE's newest signing. Have you seen who it is?
Which one's that one?
Jordan Grace.
Oh yeah.
Signed.
That'd be good.
And then she said she's not going to be there. Did you see that? She's not going to be at the Rumble.
Really?
Which is a complete lie. Yeah.
Is that the one?
She said I haven't seen that part.
No. I think it's only a joke. She's like, oh, I think it's like someone's birthday or something. So I'm going to be there.
Yeah, she was in last year, and she had the.
She's like, I'm not going to be there.
The only thing I'm concerned about with that. The only thing I'm concerned with that though, because if I was TNA, I think we've only just done a partnership and you've already got one of my talents to go to use completely and not them. But you know, it would concern me in the sense of poaching of talent.
You bring this up as well. People said this about Jade Cargill when she moved from AEW to WWE. It was Jade's goal. Everyone's knew this.
It's everyone's goal, isn't it?
It could have been Jordan's goal. She just hasn't spoken.
Yeah. But I think it's because they've just done a partnership though as well.
Yeah.
They're getting a lot of them there. I'd say that if it wasn't a partnership, look, people from TNA have gone to WWE all the time. AJ Styles, Bobby Roode, you name it. But now they've gone into a partnership. Samoa Joe, yeah. Like I say, well, Samoa Joe used to be back at Ring of Honor back in those days. You know, they were good times. Yeah. But like I said, it would concern me thinking, oh, I've just signed with you. But I think at the end of the day, if I was TNA, I would think, look, every wrestler wants to go to WWE. They all do. That's the creme. That's the top, isn't it? Let's be honest. So you'd have to kind of expect that. But yeah, it's going to be interesting. I'm quite happy for it. Like I said, I expected to see him anyway. I think I did suggest it anyway.
Yeah.
I did with TNA.
It was just so.
Yeah.
Jordan Grace tweeted out because they said something about that she's 100% going to be in it, and she's like, "I'm 100% hosting my mum's 50th birthday party this weekend, so I ain't going to be there."
Yeah, because you're missing out on the
She's
Rumble.
really going to miss that. It's just, I just find it funny.
Okay.
It could be some party.
It's just the way she just replied to it, like, you know, like the news article, and she was like, "Yeah, I ain't going to be there." What about?
There's a massive bit of news that none of us have mentioned yet so far. Newest inductee of the Hall of Fame.
The first inductee of 2025.
First inductee, yeah, the newest, yep.
The game.
Triple H himself,
Yeah.
Hunter Hearst Helmsley. He's in charge of the company. He's in charge of the company, and he's inducting himself. It's great, you know.
So I saw something on.
Go on, sorry,
Go on.
George.
No, sorry.
No, go on.
No, I was going to say I saw something on Twitter, right? So they did this whole Triple H thing about obviously he's going into the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
So they did some merch. Did you see this?
Yes.
Oh.
They did some merch.
Saw the T-shirt,
and the T-shirt is wrong.
Wait, what?
What do you mean the T-shirt is wrong?
So I think they said something about on the T-shirt, and then they're gonna change it apparently. So on the T-shirt, it was like DX got inducted in 2013. Don't know what I can't remember. And it was like I think they got it wrong on the T-shirt, so like the date said 2019 or something.
I can't remember when they got inducted, to be honest with you.
I can't remember when they got inducted. But I saw it on Twitter earlier. I'm trying to find it. And someone pointed it out, and I think they've kind of.
If someone's pointed it out, they might have removed it.
I think they have.
Because it wouldn't surprise me if WWE had been like, "Oh yeah, that fan's pointed that out. Get that off right now."
Yeah. So here we go. So here it says, "Isn't there a mistake on Triple H's new T-shirt for the Hall of Fame? DX was inducted in 2019, not 2000." So I got it wrong myself. So it's the other way around. So they said it got inducted, so it's the wrong way around. But then WWE Shop tweeted out saying, "Thanks for pointing this out. My team is actively working on to correct things."
Wow.
Could you imagine they sent some stuff out and it's the wrong thing because it says the wrong date on it?
That's crazy.
I just find it quite hilarious.
I'm gonna say this: it's well deserved. You know, he's a 14-time world champion. He's done a lot for the business. You know, I think he's done a lot backstage as well. You know, not just in actual, you know, wrestling, but even forget about backstage wrestling alone. What he debuted in the '90s as Hunter Hearst Helmsley, and when he was like the posh, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then you know, DX kicked off.
I love that gimmick.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is about it. You just don't see him go from that to what he eventually became. It was so crazy.
You know what? I need to see a documentary on how that transformation came about, really, because I don't know how he just went from that to DX. But I think DX
wasn't
made
it
him.
Obviously, the whole thing about the curtain call, no?
Curtain call, yeah. So the curtain call was obviously when Nash and Hall were leaving a certain company.
So then, obviously, he got a bit of heat on it, right? No, I'm not trying to talk about the other company. I'm just going to give you a little story about that bit.
Well, you hear my story. I'll tell you something about it.
So there was something to do with that, right? Because he was always with Shawn Michaels now. So Shawn Michaels used to always call him Triple H anyway, and then it was the whole like, well, let's just use that as my name. But then obviously he was with Michaels, who was a bit of a back then, right?
Yeah.
So that's probably kind of I guess that's how they were backstage. Maybe that's how he was with.
The thing is, well, they were that
I'm
close,
just guessing right now.
They just did that, and then DX, I think, you know, at the start it was just him and Shawn, and then China, obviously. They did like the invasion as well, like where they actually like went to
your
the company's like thing there, and they went on the streets and that. Look, okay, it's hard to talk about, right? Okay.
I know.
You know what? I just break the streak and just start talking about it. Starcade 1997, right?
Here we
go.
But like I said though, he's had that. And then he was kind of in like the upper mid card as well for the late 90s. And it wasn't until I think early 2000s where he kind of became the game, you know, the Cerebral Assassin. Then he started becoming like that main event. You know, and then Evolution, however you want to pronounce it.
What a faction and what a theme song, by the way. Just saying.
Well, that's it. Well, if I'm not mistaken, one obviously before then, Batista was the priest man, wasn't he, with Devon?
Yeah, that was a thing. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a thing. Yeah, Reverend Devon and him, which I can't remember what they called him. But yeah, then yeah, it was such a good faction, and then like even the big gold belt, like you always think of WWE big gold belt, you think of him and Batista, and he made that
Yeah.
first one to get it. Yeah, it was really good, and then even afterwards, like he just did so much. He had the authority, which I didn't like the authority too much, but like I said, he was, tried, he had the King of Kings, he had some of the best matches at Mania. He did that amazing return after he tore his his quad. I think it was
Yeah.
2002. Wait, he returned at the Royal Rumble actually. Funny enough, I think it might have been. That was the Royal Rumble he returned and actually won it.
Yeah, it could have been actually.
Mm.
Yeah.
We'll check that out. In the Royal Rumbles, yeah, I swear it might have been that.
Sorry to go a bit backward on the
Yeah,
conversation.
so yeah, go ahead.
Obviously, we're in Indianapolis on Saturday for the Rumble. Do you think we get a Pat McAfee? He's played there. So, would you not give him a homecoming on being in the Rumble?
I mean, as long as he's mentally prepared for it and doesn't just go over the top rope like he did last year, that'd be great.
Yeah,
true.
Where's he been, Pat McAfee? Sorry,
Pat McAfee's been doing his commentary on the football again.
Oh, you mean football as in like our football?
No, American
as
football.
in NF.
Oh,
I don't know. Yeah.
Well, the silly boys will.
They're getting ready for the Super Bowl again, aren't they? So
it's just a silly boys. I'm telling you.
So behave. So he's getting prepared for all that.
I'm always joking. I've never actually. I've never watched American football. Like I say,
yeah, neither have I. Actually, I'm gonna be honest.
I'm not gonna.
Yeah, I'll be interested.
I only usually watch Super Bowl for the halftime shows.
That's fair enough. I think that's all. I feel like that's like the biggest news of the whole Super Bowl. Is like who's gonna be the halftime show?
Yeah.
But like, imagine if it was like English football, right? Like you're there at halftime, and then you just see like Beyonce just going or blasting out music all the time. Like
I can't imagine that. Imagine my hometown. Jeez.
No. I
Can't
don't imagine.
That.
I've seen a lot of that. I've actually gone back and watched some of the former. I know it's not wrestling related, but I've actually gone back and watched some of the old Super Bowl halftime shows. Michael Jackson killed it years ago. He was really.
Yeah, I was going to mention MJ. I don't know why we're mentioning MJ, but we are.
Yeah, I love a bit of MJ. Don't disrespect
yeah, don't mind
there's an MJ wrestler in the Indies.
Exactly. That's.
Yeah, so... he does. He puts you in a headlock, mate. Does a moonwalk and does DDT. You can't.
That is what I would pay money to go and watch that. Just saying.
Come on,
I'd go.
And instead of the people's elbow, you just hear him go hee hee.
Oh, it'd be great. I'd have a great time.
I want to get elbowed. I want to get elbowed. And just
elbowed. Get a bit of that there. Going, come on.
I wouldn't mind that. That'd be great. WWE talent that's going to be on TNA tonight.
Oh yeah, who's going to be on it? Is it just
because this is going to be news to me. So
yeah, go ahead.
So tonight on TNA's show, Cora Jade's actually in action.
We love a bit of Cora.
But then on NXT, she basically walked away from Roxanne Perez after Roxanne's been talking to Ava, saying, "Oh,
right,
I've finally got my title shot or what?" Stuff like that, and then she's like, "Oh, I finally did it! Oh, it's all me." And then she was like, "Oh, it's all fine. This was Roxanne Perez, and then Cora just basically turned to her, snapped and was like, "It's not all fine," and then walks off. I was like,
right.
Whoa. Maybe splitting them up. Roxanne Perez come on main roster.
Possibly.
I don't know. I just found it a surprise that NXT talent is on TNA. I know they've got that partnership, but it's usually been TNA talent on WWE TV.
I suppose it gets them a little bit more like of a thing as well. Like obviously Cora to TNA, like you would never expect it, right?
No.
So like it's good experience for them. Like obviously NXT, we get it, but like it's completely different, and it's completely different.
Yeah.
Kind of crowd how it's good. Do you know what I mean? So it's kind of a good thing.
The thing is though, I wouldn't think of it like that. I wouldn't think of it like, oh, it's a good practice for them, because TNA is still a big show to a degree.
Yeah.
I think it's just a give and take. At the end of the day.
That's true.
I told you on this last podcast. I said I would never thought in a million years I would have done a partnership with TNA, especially 5 years ago under Vince. But now obviously a bit different. But like I said, it's a bit of a share of talent, you know. Like I say, help each other, you know. Why not? Because WWE really for the last 20 or so years have never done partnerships with any other companies ever.
No.
You know, other companies have, you know, like TNA have done it loads with other companies. Ring of Honor did, AEW did, the company we do not mention did, you know, like those companies, you know, everyone did except for WWE because they were like, look, WWE and that's it, you know. The only time they ever did it was when they bought the other ones out, you know.
Yeah,
But
and
realistically,
they did that like that really little thing for New Japan like back in the day. That was
well,
very very
fact for you because obviously, as you know, my wife loves New Japan. Okay,
yeah
one of her favorite wrestlers of all time, one of my favorite wrestlers of all time is Jushin Thunder Liger.
yeah.
Do you know who he faced against at NXT? He came over.
Oh.
Oh,
He
that
actually
wasn't
came.
it. Was it not Tyler Breeze?
You're right. There you go. There you go,
Oh,
Tyler Breeze.
wait, hey, how I pull that out then?
George, calm
There you
down
go.
with your wrestling knowledge, yeah?
Hey,
Piss the
hey,
show
hey,
off.
hey, mate, right, I gave him the answers before. Sent him
That's
in
what
an
it
email.
is. Yeah,
I emailed
yeah.
him all the answers. Sure,
would
brought it
That's
up.
surprise me.
mental that I've actually remembered that from NXT, by the way.
Tyler
Yeah.
Breeze?
Oh my
What's
lord.
he doing nowadays?
Isn't he like a trainer?
Is he?
Or has
Oh
he got
wow.
his own school? With
Well, a lot of them's got their own school. Like, Thing's got his own school. Rollins.
Who is he with?
'Cause
Yeah.
Rollins trained Nathan Fraser.
Well,
Oh, I never
okay
knew
then.
that, actually.
You know, before NXT, there was actually another wrestling promotion that they had as a training ground. Do you know what that was called?
What, OVW?
Or VW, I think it was wasn't it? I thought it was
FCW.
Same thing.
Yeah.
They're
Just got an F.
basically, yeah, I was going to say, they're basically the same thing, but it's
Yeah.
like
Didn't they not change the name?
FCW
So it was
was
that,
more
and then
like
it
when
was
it
that.
was
Makes sense.
Randy Orton, Batista, Brock Lesnar.
Ah, that's what it was. Yeah.
And then it went
Also,
to
I think that the
OVW
first-
for
OVW.
like before we had NXT.
Yeah.
I was also think that the first ever NXT champions was Seth Rollins, I believe. Was it Seth Rollins the first
Yeah.
one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty sure it was.
He was, I think when he used to spin his belt around, didn't he? I think back
Who
then.
do you guys remember who he beat or not?
Was it Neville?
I thought it was Jinder Mahal.
Might have been Jinder.
No,
Maybe Jinder,
Jinder.
'cause
The
I know,
Jinder.
I know Neville did win it, and he
So,
held it for quite a
He
while.
did win it. Yeah. Was
He
it
did win
was
it,
it Jinder? That's gonna annoy me now. I feel like
I'd
I
say that's going to annoy
Don't
me.
hinder the Jinder. Don't hinder the Jinder, mate. You know, need those
was that
sales.
for the title? I can't remember.
No, not enough respect is given to William Regal because he did a masterpiece being the general manager there.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, 2012. Come on, George. There we go.
Look at him there. He's on fire
It was
today.
tournament
You know,
finals in July
I did
26th.
the quiz right. He's been going around
Right,
in his
hold on.
encyclopedia.
What have you had today, George? Because you're absolutely on fire.
Is this
You were doubting
sponsored
yourself.
by?
Hold on, you were doubting yourself earlier. Oh, I'm not going to
Yeah, I
get any
know.
of these right. I'm not going to get any of them right.
I know.
Right, no.
I smashed them all.
You know what you are? You know what you're right? You're that guy when you go to the pub and you say, oh, I'm crap at darts, then you're hitting like
And I hit
20
180. That'd be great.
180.
Imagine that.
You did
First
do
3
nine
darts.
Nine dart on me.
Doing 9 dart.
Nine dart on me. He's like, I thought you said you were crap. He's like, nah, you know.
No,
I am.
I practice. I dabble
You
in
know,
a
I'm
bit of this and
never
that.
gonna believe a word you say now, George. I tell you now.
Okay.
Next time I'm gonna have to make the questions harder next time.
Okay.
You know.
Next one on the agenda, game covers. You want to go over that?
Undertaker's fire. It's unreal.
You like Undertaker's?
Undertaker's Dead Man Edition. Honestly, I think it's great. But I was shocked, like when you told me that it was going to be Roman Reigns, isn't it? But I was shocked, not the fact that it's going to be Roman Reigns, but the fact the last one he was on was 2020, and it was with Becky Lynch.
And that was the most worst game ever 2K
It was.
ever created.
Wasn't it like proper glitchy? I haven't
Yeah,
had
glitchy, and that's why they took a year off and they put Battlegrounds up on it.
I think so.
I've never played Battleground. Has anyone played Battleground before?
Yeah, I remember buying it on release and it was terrible.
Let me just get them up on the stream so we can share what we're talking about.
Yeah, so that's why. Because I mean, to be fair, I think 2K22 is pretty good. Was it Mysterio on it, or was that 20?
22
Yeah, it was
was
2020.
Yeah,
23 was John
that was
Cena
pretty
again.
good. Yeah, I quite enjoyed that one. I've not played last year's, so I don't know if it was any good or not.
What do you normally play on there, George? Do you play on Xbox or
Xbox, yeah.
I've got an Xbox. I was going to say when the next games I will live do some games on, or the new one when it comes
That'd
out.
be good. Yeah.
So currently got the standard edition of the new game logo on the screen. I'm very happy that it's Roman. I can't lie.
But to be honest with you, what shocks me more about not just the fact that it's Roman, is the fact that he has been. He was a tribal chief champion for like 3-4 years, but they decided to put him on his own now, like after he's lost the belt.
Yeah.
Shouldn't have done it like 2 or 3 years ago when he was actually like on top of everything.
Yeah, it would have been. I thought it would have been better to do that, but hey ho.
This is like
WWE for
you know. Yeah, that's it. It's like take the time, don't they?
And then obviously the second one was this one. Let me just the Undertaker version, which I think's absolutely phenomenal.
That's my favourite. I told you that's the one I'm gonna get.
Really nice cover. I feel like Deadman Edition. It's called. I don't know the extras you're gonna be getting in that at the moment.
I said to Kill the Day George. I said I need that streak mode again.
Oh, what on 2K14? It was so good. Yeah. I loved it.
But I know if you pre-order any of them, you get the Wyatt 6, don't you?
Yeah, you get the Wyatts. Yeah.
Which.
Yeah.
I'm curious to see what the showcase is going to be for it.
And then
they'll do like a good showcase.
I don't think I've got the third one.
You know the storyline.
No, I haven't.
Which is like my favourite cover of the three.
The Bloodline one.
Yeah, it's so nice.
You know what? They should have done the Undertaker's one, the one when he retired.
Yeah.
Like,
come on, he was at the company for 30 years. You know.
Yeah.
Sorry, I just gotta.
Come on.
But I'm not, because I know we were talking about it. About if I'm not sure if it was the Deadman one or was it the Bloodline one that you get last year's game as well.
Yeah.
I think it's.
I'm not sure.
I think it's any of them. I'm not sure.
Was it any of them? I'm not sure.
If it was the Bloodline edition, but if you said to me, like, if you buy the Bloodline edition, you get the last year's game. I'm like, well, I don't want last year's game. I'm buying the new game for. Really.
Yeah, I know. I get where you're coming from, but like, I suppose for me, since I've not played it or bought it or blah blah blah, it's kind of cool.
And then there's the third version. I'll just put it on the screen now.
Yeah, I just copied it there. Yeah.
It's a really nice cover. I feel like it's got.
It's good. I'm not looking at the cover. Like, yeah.
It's got all the Bloodline guys in. Heyman. Like
Heyman, yeah.
It's a really.
Do you reckon Heyman might do it? Do you reckon Heyman might do a switch? Who's Heyman with now at the moment? Who's Heyman doing?
He's backward Roman at the moment, isn't he? Heyman. Backward Roman at the moment, which I feel like that would be probably the best place for him to stay for a while.
Do you think? Because I think CM Punk said he's going to call on a couple of favors. You think?
I think that.
Yeah, that could be something for down the road. Yeah, but I don't think Heyman. It's a tough one. I don't think Heyman will do this, but he could do. But
to be honest with you, I've never seen CM Punk as a proper Heyman guy because obviously he wasn't really with Paul Heyman like when he won the belt and things. Like it wasn't until like later on.
Yeah.
You know. But let's be honest. Like I love Paul Heyman, but he had some stinkers of feel like he managed Ryback. I think it was Kurt Axel at one point.
Yeah.
Curtis Axel. I'll tell you what. What a theme song! I love a theme song. That's good. I love that one. I'm just a theme song guy. I just like Curtis Axel's theme.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's quite good.
The fact his father is actually Mr. Perfect as well.
Yeah.
His father was a bit, he was a very good wrestler, his dad.
It's pretty much just a remix of his version. But anyway, I ain't got a clue, to be honest.
Yeah. I mean, Curtis Axel got absolutely turned into a fodder, really. Like, what did they do with him? They turned him into I Got No Kids with Heath Slater, didn't they, at one point, I think? When they did like
I think they've done something like that. I can't remember now.
Was it the Outcasts or something like that?
Yeah, the Outcast with the B team.
The B team, that was it. Yeah.
Was it something completely?
Oh, it was a B team, yeah, because
BT with Bo, wasn't it?
Yeah, BT with Bo Dallas.
Yeah.
Bo Dallas. All right, so what is the chances of us this year seeing Stardust return?
I think we'll hear his music.
Imagine.
At some point, but it won't be actually Stardust. It'll be someone to cause a distraction, thinking who the heck's playing this music.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
To be honest with you, they'll probably play that music right just to annoy Cody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could see it happening Saturday.
I want to see what that conversation was like with him. Like I said, like, look, sit down, Cody. You know what we want to do? We want to be Stardust and do that. Thing is, though, his brother's probably going to be there. Like Dusty's like, hey, look, bro, I had to do it.
And Dustin done it for a very long time. His Gold Dust.
Well, the question is, though, with that, though, was it because Stardust just didn't work, or do you think, like, because on paper, Gold Dust shouldn't have worked, but Gold Dust, he made it work, you know what I mean?
I was gonna say he made it work though, because it was
Yeah.
brilliant. If you think about it.
But it was limited in the sense of title-wise. Like, he wasn't going to win the world title. But to me, he won a couple of Intercontinental Championships, Gold Dust.
Yeah,
He
true.
won, and he won the tag team a few times.
Yeah.
Like, that rivalry between him and the, what's it called? The Shield. That was great. Like I say, that was that Battleground, I think, they won when they lost the jobs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was really good. But yeah, it was weird because if I'm not, correct me if I'm wrong, they said, okay, you have to become Stardust. They did the Stardust stuff. But didn't they like partner up with the Ascension? Remember the Ascension? They were like that really good
Yeah, I can
NXT
remember the
tag team
Ascension.
champions at
Yeah,
one point.
I can remember the Ascension. I can't mind if they tagged with them or not.
Yeah, I can't remember
No,
that.
no, no. I don't
to be
think
honest.
it was Goldust. I think it was Stardust and those two. I think they made like a little faction at one point.
Yeah, they could have done. That's just kind
They
of.
might have just not springing to my mind at the moment.
Yeah,
You
I don't know
might
why.
be right,
I just in my head, I might be wrong. Like, I just have an image head
Yeah.
of those two.
Yeah.
Right, 1 second.
What we're thinking about next? The moves.
Hang on.
The tag team that's moved to Raw, or should we go on who's moved to SmackDown? And the rumours behind that one.
We can do the Raw one because there isn't really too much to go on, really, is there?
No.
To be honest.
So obviously,
it's like, go on. You got it.
Miz was doing a segment with Austin Theory and Grayson Waller, saying, "Oh, this is going to be great. We're all on the same brand. Maybe we can work out with some sort of deal, work as a team, sort of." And then, what's his name?
So you can be in the Marines.
Magnus? I can't think of his name.
Yeah. Bloody, what's his name?
In my head, he's still Magnus, because that's all I've ever known him as. Nick Aldis.
Nick Aldis, yeah. There we go.
Nick Aldis comes up to Austin Theory and Grayson Waller and says, "Oh, pack your bags, lads." They went, "What?" "Oh yeah, you're off to Monday Night Raw now." And they were like, "Oh, like wow."
And then Miz is like, "Hang on a minute, I just made some friends."
Yeah, because Miz is trying to make friends because obviously he's been moved to SmackDown, but
yeah,
so's Wyatt Six, and he's had that thing going on Raw between Wyatt Six and Karrion Kross and all that malarkey.
Mm-hmm.
So Miz is trying to find himself some people to like be in his corner side, just to like help defend off Wyatt Six.
Because I read something earlier about the reason why Wyatt Six wasn't on TV was because one of them is injured, but they don't know who it is. Like we don't know who it is. That's the reason why they've not been on TV. That's what I read.
Maybe
today.
Then. I don't know. I haven't seen
because
I haven't seen anything about that. So
it's a strange one because, like, I guess you don't really want to be in a feud and then one in that team is injured. It's like we can't really do it yet. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, kind of, is it?
But then I suppose it's a tough one, isn't it? Like I don't know how true that is.
That is one thing I've always pitied about tag teams because, like, if your tag team partner's out, you're knackered, aren't you? Really? Like,
pretty
what can
much,
you do?
yeah, you're kind of on the sidelines too. I mean, but
I'll watch this. It was like a Total Divas episode like years ago, right? It was like, do you remember the Funkosaurus, like, Rex, all that stuff? Remember years ago?
Yeah.
But it was like those two, and one of them, I think it was like Naomi and someone else, Cameron or something. Like,
yeah, Cameron, yeah.
And she said, "Oh, I want to go in a singles," and they went, "Okay, then try a singles match." And she was knackered, but she's like, "Oh, I've been in the ring for like 10 minutes, like doing a singles match." She was like, "I can't handle it," because they used to having that swap around and sharing the load between the two. On their own is like a different level.
Yeah.
Especially
I remember Cameron did a singles match and she tried to pin.
Was it? Yeah.
That was so funny.
Oh yeah.
She basically like was it like she did like the splits or something and then she was trying to pin him. There's like, well, it's not. That's not how you pin somebody because they wasn't led on their back. I was like, what you? It was so awkward. It was so funny.
You know what? It reminds me of when, like, years ago, when a pundit said, "Oh, after an FA Cup win, they went, oh, that'd be a nice 3 points for them."
Yeah, great.
Yeah, but it's just like because if you're always been a tag team wrestler, you've only been in a tag team. Going on a singles match is difficult, especially if it's not a quick match.
Yeah.
'Cause they're not used to that long extended matches.
Yeah.
Because however, it is an exception because some wrestlers are normally singles and they go into a tag team. But obviously, if you've always been a tag team, that's it. Like it must be difficult for like the Usos because they were always together really for years.
Yeah, they were.
Go separate. Quite weird though because I always said to you there's always that dynamic like the Hardy Boys where Jeff went on to be more successful than Matt, Edge went on to be more successful than Christian, that type of thing. But with the Usos, it's kind of like the twins, so like they look exactly the same. They sound exactly the same. It's like Jay's more kind of hung up than Jimmy.
Yeah.
But the only thing with either the Usos, to be fair, the only thing I don't like is that they keep using the super kick. Same across the board though with everyone.
It's one move.
I'm sick of the overuse.
It really annoys me how much people use the super kick. It really annoys
It's lost the magic for me. It's lost the magic for me. Like everyone's just doing it. Like I think it was the Young Bucks they were using it all the time. It was using it here and there. Blah blah blah. I'm just like, it's really magic. Yeah.
Young Bucks call it the super kick party, and I'm just like, no, piss off.
No.
Why are we overusing such a good move?
Yeah.
To the point
well, Shawn Michaels did one super kick.
Shock, we're getting a kick.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Shawn Michaels did one switch of music. You think it's over? It's over.
Yeah.
This is the game.
Yeah.
Now then they're dropping like 20 super kicks on him. It's like he's gonna kick out of that, any. You know what I mean? It's like it's ruined the magic.
Yeah, it's just ruining moves. It really annoys me, to be honest.
Well, like it says too much flippy stuff. I love it. Look, everyone's entertaining to watch, but it's like it's getting too much of that type of stuff. I remember when they started bringing the Brainbuster into WWE. I think is it still banned? Is it allowed Brainbusters now? I've seen it once or twice.
I'm not
I mean,
sure
I haven't seen one in a while, to be honest.
Yeah, I can't say I've seen one in a while.
Yeah,
So
I can.
No, I always like that because it's like a suplex, isn't it? But then they put it on the yeah, like that. That was always quite an interesting move.
Yeah.
Insiguri's, I haven't seen much Insiguri head kicks either. Oh, he's always do them.
That's true. I haven't seen many of them recently.
But yeah, there's a lot of classic moves like leg drops. I've not seen anyone drop a leg drop in a long time.
I think one of the only.
I think Nia does it. Does you know?
Nia Jax does it, and that's one of the only people at the moment, though.
Yeah, does it?
There isn't many people that do a leg drop, which I'm not mad about it, because back when Hogan was doing it, people were like, "Oh my god, it's a leg drop."
It's a leg drop. The leg is dropping. Do you know what I mean?
Right, Hulk Hogan sacrificed his back for that leg drop. He used to be 6'8", and now he's 6'2". You know what I mean? Lean. Destroyed his back for that leg drop.
Shame.
Yeah, he said that was for sarcasm.
Yeah.
Wounded.
Hogan.
Compared to though, I do love Undertaker's leg drop. He used to do the like on the apron.
Yeah.
That was good.
So the other move that's happened is Selena Vega's going back to SmackDown, and there's also there's rumors of her going back to like being Andrade's manager, like she was in NXT before he's left the company.
Or can we just not leave it and then wait till Aleister Black comes? That'd be great. I'm just
right. Do you actually think Black's coming back to WWE?
At some point, yeah. I just don't know when, but at some point.
Because has he officially been released from AEW?
I have no idea.
I don't know, but hey, I'm still holding out hope, right?
Because is it going to be the same thing that's happened with Phoenix, Ray Phoenix?
Could be.
AEW, or well, he's still under contract for this amount of months because he's had time off, so we can actually keep him for
that wouldn't surprise me.
9 months, like they're doing with Ray Phoenix, which is really pissing me off.
Yeah, I'm going to mention the company when not supposed to be named.
Oh, here we go.
When WWE bought them out, right? The wrestlers that were still under contract and getting paid, they just stayed at home. They kept getting payments from the company because they're under contract from the original.
That's basically what Ray Phoenix is doing right now. He's basically sitting up collecting that paycheck.
Yeah. What exactly? So if you remember the invasion angle, do you know the invasion angle? Do you remember that in the year 2000? The reason there was no Kevin Nash's, no Scott Hall's, no Hogan, all that, because they were just had to collecting checks. Because in fact,
Yeah,
why wouldn't you?
Yeah, no one was going to pay that type of money anyway, or buy out the contract. No.
But why? Yeah, but why wouldn't you though? As well.
Exactly.
So, like,
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Why not? Just sit at home.
Yeah, exactly. It's like if I went to you, George, and went, oh, come work for me now, and you're like, well, I'm getting paid for the next 6 months. I'm in a wage, but I don't do anything.
Yep.
You go do.
True.
Yeah.
I see where you're coming
To be honest with you, I am. Yeah. So I was gonna ask you, is there any specific like wrestler moves you miss a bit? Is there any like certain like finishes and stuff you haven't seen in a while that you miss? There's quite a few like certain things that.
I'll tell you what. I love a clothesline from hell.
Yeah.
As an actual finish.
You know what?
Sticks out to me. I don't know why.
An APA.
You know what? Yeah.
Oh, don't. Oh, it's so good.
Damn.
Literally.
The clothesline is a good move, but I don't know why. But when JBL does it,
he just hit.
It's such a leap.
It's just absolute menace.
He hits you like you owe money. You know what I mean? Like that's how he hits you. So especially some of them like who can sell. As well, like who probably sell it well as well.
Yeah.
Just want a little full flip. Obviously, unless you're the blue meanie, then you get done in, don't you? If you remember that story.
Oh yeah, that incident.
Yeah.
Incident, yeah.
Has that been?
Yeah, clothesline from hell. The thing is, I didn't realize, but JBL's a big man. Like, I think he's like 6'6".
Big boy,
like
yeah.
Yeah, he's a big man, yeah. But yeah, we're not going to get a full clothesline on him at full pelt. Especially, you know what it always is? I don't know why I always remember just like Rey Mysterio getting hit by it as well. The poor
yeah.
To be honest with you, though, lads, there's only one man I feel sorry for the most in this world, and that was that. Do you remember that wrestler who only had one leg in WWE? And the
Is that Gowan?
Yeah, they put him against Brock Lesnar.
Yeah. See, look at me coming up with names.
Yeah, and Brock Lesnar just like I think. I swear, didn't they put him on a stretcher? And then Brock Lesnar picked up the stretcher, just wrapped it around the thing. Yeah. Yeah, so with is it Maven who's started doing a YouTube channel himself? Is it Maven?
Yeah, Maven. Yeah.
Yeah. See, after we eliminated the Undertaker, when the Undertaker went back into basically beat the life out of him for like.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, you can see his face though, like when he did the big.
Yeah, the reaction, like, oh my god.
Oh my god, actually limited because he's buzzing in his head though. He's thinking, oh, but limited the Undertaker. The Undertaker's like, yeah, nah, mate, you're in for a long night now, son.
Yeah.
But man, world.
And I think that's everything covered for this week's episode.
That's everything. Absolutely.
Just a couple of matches that are going to be for NXT's Vengeance Day. Triple threat for the Women's Championship. So we've got Julia, who's current champion, Bayley, and Roxanne Perez.
Yep.
And then obviously there's the triple threat for Obafemi's title, which is Obafemi, Austin Theory, and Grayson Waller in a triple threat.
That sounds very good. When's that start? When's that event?
Vengeance Day, February 15th.
Well, it's okay. It's all discuss it next week because at the moment I do have dinner reservations in half an hour.
Yeah.
So I think if it's all right, we call it back here.
Yeah, we can call it a day. Yeah, if you want.
No props, yeah.
Do appreciate anyone that's tuned into the podcast today. We do have.
I'll tell you the
We do have a Discord coming very soon.
It's coming.
Finalize a couple of channel names and stuff like that. But as soon as we launch it, it's going to be on our Twitter. Our Twitter handle is below. Same with our TikTok. Sharing videos of current superstars, news, and little clips of the podcast every now and again.
Yeah.
Anything else, lads?
Exactly, yeah. Leave a like, subscribe. If you would like anything to do with a certain company, hit me up. There you go. It's
been a fun one. We appreciate people if they've actually stuck this long to listen. I appreciate you all. And yeah.
And if they have any certain topics they would like to discuss, please just
please do in the comments. Please.
Yeah, leave a like, subscribe. Yeah, man. See you on Monday Nitro.
Yeah.
Right.